So a blob's a blob, right? We all love them. They're devastatingly effective at catching fish. But they keep changing all the time. Orange blob's an orange blob and it's a great fly, but things get tweaked all the time. This one's a variation on a biscuit. So the biscuit's just phenomenally successful. Originally born on Menteith. It's worked its way south and worked everywhere. However, there's a few tweaks here and there that can make all the difference. This one for me is just phenomenal. I'll show you. You can probably just see it, but it's a Halo biscuit. Not tied like normal Halo stuff, but if I just wet this, just wet my fingers here, you can see that. You see underneath that hot spot. It's not a hard fly to tie, but it's one that's got to catch you loads of fish. So let's go ahead and tie it, shall we? For this fly, I like a silver hook, and biscuits, I prefer to tie on a smaller hook. So this is equivalent to a size 12. It's called a short shank special, and full of mildew. And I use this bright chartreuse UTC thread. I'm just going to come on and come at a point opposite the barb. Okay, now there are different colours of biscuit frits. These are the two that I use. One's nearly white and one's like a yellowy chartreuse. You'll get people, you can see biscuit frits, this is the one that's named as biscuit frits. However, both of these are dyed for me, and basically dyed to the original. Some people will say it's not. I mean, I've absolutely no doubt people will say that's not the original biscuit. However, this is the one I was shown by the boys that are very, very good on the lake in Menteith. So I'll go with this one. So the first thing I do is I like to moisten my frits. I've got a little bit of water here, and all I'm going to do is dip my frits in the water so it's wet. Get myself a little strand to work with, and then just catch that in. Now, for me, this is the way that I tie it. I get for this particular Halo one, I get 5 turns. So every time you take a turn on a blob, pull the frits back like you would a hackle. 2. So that's 5. Just lock that in place. And then when I'm using this stuff, I always prefer a blade when dealing with frits rather than my scissors. Stroke everything back, pinch it nice and tight, like so. And then we've got this stuff. It's a chenille, pink, Glow Bright number 1. Catch it in. This is the tricky bit, because you can't actually take the fibres off of this very. Oh yeah, there you go. Worked that time. Catch it in. Let me see if I can just get that back. I'm just going to catch it in by the. If I can catch it in, that is. Didn't want to do that. I'm just trying to get a pinch and loop over the core, like so. Otherwise, it gets a bit big and bulky. So you can see I've got that core there. All I want to do is one wrap in front. Okay, like so. And if you can, get another wrap around it, so you've got like a little halo. Now this is the tricky bit. It needs to secure here, but again, what we're trying to do is, if I cut, I want to try and get the flue off if I can. So I'm just picking at this side to try and get the fibres off the core. Just rub it. Just get the fibres off the core there, otherwise you get like little blocks of colour. Because I've not got the fibres off the core, I'm going to cover that pink with my yellow so you kind of see it. So you've just got that one circle, otherwise you'll get splodges of pink all the way through the... But because I've got this thread covers it up really well, like so. So you can see like I've got a skirt there. I'm now going to take this fritz, I'm going to wet it first. So this is the biscuit colour, and I'm going to strip some away from the core, so I've got a little bit to work with. Catch that in as close as you dare to the pink, like so, and then winding down. You want to wind down to the eye because you're going to park it. Just one look and turn. Now the same with this stuff. Stroke the fibres back as you turn. And you'll get about 3 or 4 turns in front, stroking your fibres back. Come in. Oh, I missed that there. Where am I? Get that thread out of the way. Come in and just lock that off with your tying thread. And again, we'll use our... Just a couple of turns here. We're going to use our kind of Stanley knife to cut this. If I can just see where I'm going. Alright, that's there. Okay. And with the Stanley knife, and just cut that. Just come in and whip finish. Keep the fibres stroked back. And then a little bit of varnish. Just around the eye. And you'll see when I get a little bit more moisture on that, because it's starting to dry out, you can see that hot spot. Halo Biscuit, devastating. Just such a good fly. Such a good fly. And it works really well. Wherever, it's a blob, I get that, it's a blob. However, it's a very, very good one. It's a nice change, and one that's worked well for me when things get a little bit tricky. Fish it on the drop, fish it on the point fly, with a floater and a couple of nymphs, and you won't go far wrong.